Saturday mornings with the most trusted team in local sports. Preview all of the weekend action. Recap all of the big plays with Gianna Cephalou and Gabriel Stovall. 6 Sports Saturday, Saturday mornings at 9:30 on News Channel 6. Live 5 for 6 is weather coverage you can count on. Weather headlines on News Channel 6, brought to you by Hickson Roofing.
We started off the week with a cool, cloudy, and rainy Monday, but lucky for us, there's changes on the way. I'll have all the details for you coming up. Right now on News Channel 6 at 4, remembering Carter Gay 1 year after his death and the ministry he started in Jefferson County. Plus, the city of Aiken is developing an action plan to make streets safer, how you can participate, and providing resources for Richmond County parents to find jobs, financial services, and overall support from the school district. We'll tell you how as your News at 4 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 4.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jenny Montgomery. Thanks so much for joining us. Coverage you can count on begins in Jefferson County, where it's been a little more than a year since a local high school student died suddenly, leaving his classmates and fellow students stunned. Graham Lee tells us how the community is honoring his legacy.
Thomas Jefferson Academy was in shock this time last year following the death of 17-year-old Carter Gay. He started a men's ministry just before he died, and members say they continue to meet in his honor. The coroner's office says Gay died after an accident while doing target practice at a shooting range on his family farm. While he loved to hunt and play football, his love for ministry was even stronger. He only got to attend 2 meetings before his accident, but the gatherings continue to bring many around the community together. His dad, Jeremy, says it's the same faith his son was so outspoken about that's gotten him and the rest of the family through a very difficult year.
I've asked a lot of questions about why, and one of the first things that hit me was God told me, said, how can you ask me why I could let this happen to your son when I freely gave you mine, so that you can spend eternity with yours and with me. And what better answer could there be than that? And it doesn't make it a lot easier, but, I know I'm going to see him again.
While it's now been over a year since Carter's death, those in the ministry here at Your Hope Church say his life will not soon be forgotten. In Matthews, Graham Lee, WJBF, News Channel 6.
An escaped inmate from Emmanuel County is back in police custody. Thomas Wright was arrested today after a pursuit with a Richmond County Sheriff's deputy. According to the Emmanuel County Sheriff, Wright stole a vehicle from Candler County after escaping yesterday from the Twin City Detention Center. He was in jail on charges of entering a vehicle. Time now for our first look at the weather, and for that we turn to meteorologist Sherry Sheely.
Hi, Jenny.
Hello.
And good afternoon to everyone at home. So, yes, it's been a Monday of Mondays, right, with the time changing and the cloud cover. And how about these temperatures? 46 degrees right now in Augusta, 45 in Aiken, a little bit cooler at 43 in Edgefield. Looks like our warmer spot, Bamberg, coming in at 49 degrees. So, yeah, well below average. And that's in part by this low-pressure system that is sitting right on top of us and bringing up some moisture from the Gulf. Getting a little break from the rain in some areas, but the cloud cover is definitely prevalent throughout the CSRA. And we can see that on our Terry Lippert Hyundai Skyview Cam in Swainsboro, where they're getting a little break from the rain, but check out those skies and also look at the stars and stripes. They're really whipping in the wind as we've got pretty good winds coming out of the north, 18 miles per hour for our sustained winds here in Augusta, 6 in Swainsboro. And then when you look at the gust, even higher, so about 26 mile per hour wind gusts. So pretty breezy out there. And when you combine that with the cooler temperatures, yeah, it's not very pleasant outside. But the good news is the wind gusts are going to die down as we go through the next several hours, and overnight we'll start to see things calm down, not only with our winds, but also with our cloud cover. So over the next few hours, yes, the rain is lingering, and so are the clouds, but about the time right around midnight, that's when we'll see those clouds start to clear out, and we're left with cooler temperatures overnight, but clear skies during the day mean we make way for sunshine on Tuesday. So I'll have all the details on what you could expect in your full forecast coming up in just a bit. Jenny?
All right, thank you, Sherry. Aiken is working towards safer roads and fewer traffic deaths with the Safe Streets for All program. The federal grant will add better crosswalks, signals, lighting, and features to slow down speeding drivers. Pilot projects will start in North, South, and downtown Aiken.
Well, this has been something that we talked about for quite a while. The money certainly is a good start, but it's not going to completely solve the issue. But we wanted to get the most substantial benefit from these initial projects.
You can learn more about Aiken's safety plan at 2 public meetings this week. Wednesday at the Leslie B. Price Center and Thursday at Odell Weeks Center. Both meeting times are 1 to 2:30 p.m. Augusta leaders are looking at drawing the line on certain developments. Over the last few years, Augusta has seen the Richmond County school system is helping to make resources available to students and their families. Bria Smith is here now with more.
School system staff believes the key to a student's success begins with a healthy home and proper resources. Monday morning's event was centered around making local resources easily accessible to parents of students within the school system.
So take this flyer and you send to
Organizations that help with utilities, service bills, shelter, food, healthcare, and more.
the Success Center, which is a part of the school system. We work with our families who are in transition. Some people may say they're homeless, but they're in transition, or just families who find themselves in need of food, clothing, school supplies, personal hygiene, or just someone to help them with their rent, utilities. And then sometimes people just need some place to stay. So we have partnered with a lot of these community partners in here, such as Salvation Army. We always call to check their availability for their family rooms to see that they have rooms for families who find themselves being evicted or just don't have any place to stay.
If you were unable to attend this year's resource fair, you can still find resources through the Success Center. More resource opportunities will also be held later this week. For more on that, visit WJBF.com.
Artificial intelligence, or AI, can perform tasks often associated with human cognitive functions. It's all around us, and we pick and choose whether to use it or not. Augusta University's Dr. Lance Hunter completed an analysis on AI. He explains that the level or sophistication of AI is dependent on the nature of the data. Our military is at an advantage as the United States currently leads the way with infrastructure to develop sophisticated AI regarding security. Dr. Hunter believes it's also an advantage in our daily lives.
There can be a lot of really beneficial effects of artificial intelligence. If we're thinking about AI being able to perform certain types of tasks, to assist individuals to being more productive, in a lot of different ways in their work life, in their individual life, etc. It can really help in a lot of areas within economies, healthcare.
Although Dr. Hunter says AI is helpful, he believes we should still be aware of the impact it has on our jobs. Celebrating the people who make a difference in our community through their selfless service. WJBF just honored all 12 Giving Your Best winners from 2024. The award recognizes those everyday heroes who go above and beyond to serve others. We'll show you how exciting it has been to watch this initiative connect people and inspire positive change. Shelby's help doesn't stop with food. She goes out of her way to make sure any need, maybe a car seat or diapers or formula, will be delivered as well.
Everybody right now, we just need to come together. We just need to love one another, come together. And I think just if you have the need or want to help in the community, reach out and do it. That's what I did, and it's become a family on this group.
Meet our 2024 winners, learn who our sponsors are and why they participate, and find out how you can nominate a worthy volunteer tomorrow at 12:30 on Jenny. A back-to-back-to-back NASCAR winner. Coming up, we're heading to the track for a final recap of the series.
And after the cool temperatures today, I think we're going to be racing for some warmer temperatures. That's right, sunshine returns tomorrow and a warm-up midweek. I'll have all the details for you coming up.
Three Cup Series wins in 4 races to start the year for NASCAR driver Christopher Bell. His prize for the win? A hefty paycheck and a chat with News Nation's Gabe McDonald.
What's the last pit stop standing? Because it's the pit stop of the driver who was the last man standing here in Phoenix. Christopher Bell pulling off an incredible win here in Phoenix as he's now won for the third consecutive week, becoming the first driver in the next-gen era to win 3 Cup Series races in a row.
I've always believed in myself. I try and let my results do the talking, and frankly, over the last couple of years, I haven't won enough. And now we're showing this team is showing what this team is made of, and I know that we can keep on rolling.
While it's a historic win for Bell and the number 20 team, this race saw a little bit of everything in the desert. The big storyline coming in was the red option tires coming into play. Brian Priest of RFK would be the first to make the most of the reds, climbing 30 spots after a restart to finish third in the opening stage, which would be won by William Byron, who entered the race on the pole. The most teams won at any racetrack. Now at all tracks, it's not a matter of if we get the big one, but when we get it. It would come on lap 99 as an 11-car pileup on the backstretch would take out the likes of Brad Keselowski, Chase Briscoe, and Carson Hocevar in the early goings of stage 2.
I don't think that was an if. I think that was a when.
And for the second straight week, we saw another historic debut as Catherine Legg became the first woman to make a Cup start in the next-gen era. However, her day would come to an end at the beginning of stage 3 after having early trouble in the first few laps of the race.